Now, perhaps the strongest connection that we have today between Christianity and hip hop exists with the Christian rapper. Now, the Christian rapper, or the gospel rapper as some people choose to be called, is an individual that lives within the Christian world and represents that world through hip hop music or culture. So we have a lot of different artists that exist in hip hop, but whose whole message through hip hop is to profess their love and their Christianity. Now, some of the most successful people would be people like Lecrae. Lecrae is an original artist from Houston who's actually moved to Atlanta, started his own record company, and become extremely successful doing Christian music. But I think the one thing that separates Lecrae from most Christian rappers is the sense that Lecrae fell in love with Christ and chose to express it through hip hop, whereas most people fall in love with hip hop and choose to express Christianity. Lecrae is a person that fell in love with Christ before he fell in love with hip hop. So his sensitivities will always be leaning towards Christianity, but he's skilled enough a rapper to put that little hip hop edge on it that makes him a little bit more communicable with people within the hip hop community. He's done a great job of balancing his love for hip hop as well as his love for Christ through his music. Now, for those of us who aren't even affiliated with either Christian or gospel rap, there's still attention that's given to Christian principles as well as Christian concerns. And some of us see the sharing of information as a form of ministry, an obligation to one's faith. While recording with UGK and Pimp C, we were big fans of Tupac. And one of the reasons that we were fans of Tupac was that he wasn't afraid to ask the hard questions. One of the things that Tupac asked during his career struck a real nerve with us. Tupac once said, "Is there a heaven for a G?" Now, Pimp C and I looked at this question and started to ask ourselves this kind of question. Is there a heaven for us? Have we done so much wrong that God will never set us right? This is a question that exists for people within hip hop culture as well as the everyday person. And we've gone through different types of struggles in our lives that made us ask even deeper questions. Where are we going to leave behind for us? What will be our legacy? What will people say of us? The only way that we thought that we could find the answers to these questions and other questions through life was by leaning on our Christian faith. We tried to incorporate more and more of our Christian ideology into our music without rubbing people the wrong way. We don't want to impress our faith on other people. All we wanted to do was express it. But you have to be careful because some people will look at it as you trying to convert them to your way of belief. All we wanted to do was express our love for our Christ Savior and express the fact that when we didn't have the answers to the hard questions we asked, we knew who to lean on: Christ.